Okay, welcome back, guys. So it's been a few days since we did our last update. So we've made a bit of money. So we are at 35K in total equity on our account. So let's open up our P&L analysis for the last 60 days. And yeah, we can see this is our cumulative P&L. Up 27K. I don't actually know the last video we did. So I need to update that. So yeah, it's been a pretty good ride. This is our last 60 days of P&L data. Everything is looking good, I would say. We had a pretty tough week or couple of weeks. You can see, yeah, we had 3 days of drawdown here, and then pretty much non-events after that. But yeah, looks like we're back in business. The market has been, I would say, pretty boring. Yeah, it's been very boring lately. I'm actually gonna go ahead and close out 2 positions. Just give me a sec. So GNO and AKT. I'm gonna close both of these longs. I think at least I am. Let me just look at the charts. Yeah, I'm gonna close out this long, and I think I'm gonna close out AKT as well. Yeah, and I'm gonna close out AKT as well. There we go. So yeah, close those 2 trades. So our current wallet balance is 40K. To remind you, we had about 10K a month ago. So yeah, we've basically 3.5x the account. Our equities at 35K because we've got nearly 5K of unrealized P&L. So we've got quite a bit of losses, some gains as well. And the market, I would say, it's just looking pretty tricky to read. It's looking pretty difficult to understand. So on BTC, we can have a look, and yeah, so 100K is the key level that we want to focus on. So 100K is sort of the line in the sand. Now on the 4-hour chart, BTC is still in an uptrend. Everything is still looking good. 90K is the next area of support. You can see through the faint line of this indicator. And by the way, if anyone's interested in any of these indicators, because I get asked quite a lot, you just have to message me on Telegram and I'll give you access. It's for anyone who's made an account on one of the exchanges that I support or partner with. Yeah, and both of these indicators I get asked quite a lot. I'm not gonna do a separate video on them, maybe just for the Telegram members. But essentially the volume indicator, that's just showing you high intensity volume, usually when reversals happen. So you can see here we've got a red candle, red volume bar, and this is when BTC made the bottom, for example, right? And then this smart levels, it just shows you psychologically important levels. So like 100K, you should have taken profits at 100K and or shorted it, whatever you want. And the next level down would be 90K, 80K, and it works for all products, all asset classes. So Solana, for example, we've got the smart levels here. Again, $100 round number, resistance until it became support, and then it pumped up straight to 200. Again, another resistance, right? Nearly went to 300, and then in the last few weeks, you bought at the $100 level again, you'll be up 56%. So it works the same way, and it's the same with the volume as well. You can see red candle there, high volume, mark the bottom. So yeah, they work really well. And yeah, if you want access, just trade on one of the referral links and send me a message. on Telegram. But yeah, I mean, besides, yeah, I was spun off a little bit off topic, but the market is pretty boring, I would say. A lot of people are, actually, let's go back to BTC. If I'm honest, I don't actually know what's going on. On the 4-hour, we're still, still an uptrend. Still an uptrend. Like we haven't run these lows. So like technically, yeah, this is just a lower high. Sorry, a higher low. If we break this level and then change market structure, then yeah, maybe that was, the top. But for now, this is, you technically you should be buying here if you're a believer in the 4-hour trend that we have here. Let's look at ETH. ETH looks strong as well. ETH looks strong. If anything, it looks stronger than BTC. And ETH BTC looks pretty good. Solana looks weaker than I expected. I mean, to be honest, it looks pretty much the same. I don't actually know if there's any real coins. What do we want to look at? Let's look at top gainers, NKN. Let's just have a look at NKN. I don't really have any conviction on any trades that I'm in at the moment. It's a bit depressing. So NKN, yeah, I don't really see anything spectacular on NKN. Yeah, just in a bunch of nothing, to be honest. Let's look at, yeah, we can sort by our biggest positions. Unfortunately, we are in the red on 4 shorts, and all of them are just absolute dog shit shorts. But the market is refusing to go lower. So Jelly is one of them. Okay. I don't know what the fuck is going on with this coin. The volume, you can see volume has dried up. Like there's no volume here. I think this is just driven by market makers or cabals. The only volume happened was up there. So yeah, I struggle to understand what's going on. Now the scary part is, since it's illiquid, it can pump, 7x easily. So if that does happen, not gonna lie, we will be in a bit of trouble. And I think that's also because I oversized this trade, this position. But I'm giving it some time because ultimately I think alts should pull back. I don't really have any like stats for you, but it just feels like no one is actually buying this shit. It feels like it's just being driven by market makers. FVOG is the same shit. FVOG is the same shit. Like who's buying this? Like who's buying this chart? I just don't know. Probably the answer is nobody. It is dropping actually to our entry. So FVOG, yeah, it's looking better because initially we were quite a bit underwater. MEMFi as well is looking really strong. No idea what's going on with MEMFi. Let's have a look actually. Maybe it's one of these trades we should get the fuck out. So let's just have a look. I mean, this looks artificial as fuck, but let's have a look. Okay, this looks artificial as fuck, right? There's very little volume. There's very little volume, or relatively little volume, and the price action, it's just like this. Reminds me of, is it Alpaca, or what coin is it? Is it Alpaca? There's so many scam coins. It's hard to actually remember. Is it MEXC? Yeah, I think it's MEXC. Has it been delisted from everything? Yeah. It reminds me a little bit of this, of MEXC, and then just dumped 40%. It feels like that's what we're dealing with. Let's have a look. Funding rate. Yeah, funding rate is fine. Yeah, so I'm probably going to leave it for now. But out of all of these, this is the one I don't like. As in, I don't like my short position on this. So do I want to take $1,000 hit to get out? Potentially. So I'm going to monitor this. And then we've got Nero and GHX as well. So Nero is looking like it's rolling over. To me, this looks good. Let's have a look. It's Nero ETH, isn't it? Yeah. So Nero looks like it's going to blow over. Again, we've got so much volume at the start, then it dries up. You can just see this lack of interest. Volume just falls off, just drops off a cliff. And yeah, I think, yeah, to me, this just looks like loss of momentum. Obviously, all of these coins are driven by market makers. So at any point, they can just switch on the algos and can just blow up the top. But we can't predict what we can't predict. So might as well just chill, do the best we can. The GHX, is it GHX? Yeah. This is the other coin I'm in a short, pretty bad short. I have no idea why pumped so much. GHX. Again, from here, it just looks like an, just like a scam pump up. You see this volume coming in. Volume is really, this is high volume. Then we had another peak up there, and the volume just disappeared. Like no volume whatsoever. It feels like it's being manipulated as well. I don't want to be the guy who just says everything is manipulated if it goes against him, but that's genuinely what it feels like. We still have quite a bit of long exposure. So, we've got some long positions as well, but the ones which are hurting us the most, sort by unrealized P&L, would be the ones which we're short. Right? These would be the biggest ones. So yeah, something to work on. We've got 5K of unrealized P&L. So basically what we need is the market to go a bit lower. That's essentially what we need. BTC has been super resilient, so it's just difficult to, like, if anything, I'm tempted to buy here. This level seems pretty tempting. But yeah, let's check out gold. I actually wanna see gold. Yeah, it's actually mildly almost too late to buy here. Up 3%. It would have been tempting to actually buy gold. Maybe I can still rotate into gold. Probably 3,000 is the level. All asset classes, all like psychological levels, like 3,000 is the level you can see. So that's why this indicator is so powerful. Round numbers get respected. And let's look at SPX. Again, SPX, 5,000, the indicator, showed us exactly a pretty good entry as well. So yeah, this shit works. This shit works. Anyway, I'm gonna end the video here. Just a quick update. Overall, we're doing really well. I'm just not happy about a few of our shorts. I'm gonna continue to monitor them. Probably I'm going to leave them. If anything, MemeFi is the one I want to get out of. But it might be one of those things where if it goes up, we just have to chill, just eat the drawdown, because ultimately this shit will mean revert. The question is, are we comfortable enough to hold it throughout all of this? but generally, I really don't like these patterns. So I'm going to seriously consider getting out of this trade as well. All right, I'll see you in the next video, and I hope you're all doing well. Peace.